What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Carlos Guzman again. Just a quick update with this Spigen Enzo. It's holding up really well. I have dropped it a few times, and you can't notice any scuffs on the case itself. And then, obviously, no scuffs on the case, so there's no damage on the phone either. Just show you guys real quick. Everything looks good. Do have a glass screen protector. Got camera lens covers. Everything is good. So this case has held up really nicely so far. I have only had it for a few days, maybe a week or so. But yeah, it's a really good case. But if you guys are like me, you see this Aramid fiber protective case, and you're wondering, is this the best one? I know that there's the Benks Armor Pro case, which seems to be really good. Some say it's better than this one, some say this one is better, but I guess there's only one real way to find out. So, of course, had to get it. So, let's check it out. But before we do this, I want to just show you guys something with this case. I don't know if it's like a feature, or not necessarily a feature, but like something that is advertised that can be done. But see this camera protection area? If for some reason you don't like, because like when it's on the phone, this is what it looks like. Just pop it in here real quick. Very nice fit. Some people like this, some people don't. I personally don't mind it, but if you don't like it, here's something. I don't know if any video has shown this before, and I don't know if Spigen themselves advertise that this is a thing. And if they don't, then it's probably not supposed to be done like this. But see how there's like a groove here? I found out just out of pure curiosity, you can pop this out and you can trash it if you don't want it. This is how it looks. Still looks great. A little bit more of a traditional, just straight up square cutout, the way past cases have been. But yeah, so if you don't want this part, you can take it off and then just kind of rock your case this way. You'll probably get some dirt up in here, but other than that, it doesn't affect the functionality of the case. Makes it slightly looser here, but it's not like, unless you're forcefully pulling right here, you should be good. So if you prefer it like this, you can take this out. So that's something that you can do with this Enzo Aramid for the S24 Ultra. I'm not sure if the same goes with the iPhone version. But yeah, just something to note. If you were considering picking up this case, but you were like, maybe not, because I don't really like the camera protector, you can take it out and then just as easily pop it back in. So let's move on to the main attraction, the Benks Armor Pro. Get it out of its box here. It comes kind of like, this is like a little cardboard cut out as if it was the phone, so that's why it's a little hard to come out. Shows the MagSafe ring, because this case, this Aramid fiber case, does feature MagSafe. So I guess we can kind of walk through what this case looks like. Personally, this design is very nice. I actually do like it a lot. This case actually feels a little different. This one has more of like a, I don't know if you guys can tell just on the video, but the Benks Armor Pro has a slightly more squared off design, the way the S24 Ultra's natural design is. This one has, I want to say, a millimeter maybe more of thickness or of like curvature, which makes it feel slightly wider around the edges here. But yeah, I don't know if you can tell. This one has like a slight more curvature here and kind of like is a little wider. This one is straighter, more hard straight lines, the way the S24 Ultra's design is. So, and funny enough, I found out you can pop this little camera cover out as well. It does take more force because it is kind of in there a little more. I think, I don't know if it has anything to do with the structure they use for the hardback, but anyway, you can pop this out if you really want to. It takes a little more force, and yes, you can pop it back in. I have done it already. So without further ado, let's pop this on there. And since I have camera protectors, I do put the non-button side first, because for some reason I noticed that if you go button side first, when the case slides over the camera protectors, it will scrape the camera protectors. So I go non-button first, and then just snap it in. Perfect fit. And this is how it's gonna look. Again, camera protector, so it does fit with camera protectors. And yeah, it has a very nice, sleek, minimal design. The Aramid fiber pattern looks a little sleeker as well, in my opinion. It has like a smaller weave, and I do feel the texture a little more on the Benks Armor Pro. So, differences. One, we already talked about the first one, the design of it. The Enzo Aramid is going to be ever so slightly thicker. It's not super noticeable to the naked eye, but if you really look at it, you will notice the difference. So that's the first difference. Second difference, the Aramid fiber pattern. This one has more texture on it, the Benks Armor Pro. The camera cutout is going to be a little different. So this one's more of a squared aluminum. And then we got like the black plastic insert that's going to cover in between the cameras. This one does not have that, but it does have a nice little aluminum camera cutout here. I did notice that if you tap on it, it does sound a little loose. And if you do that, you can hear that it does shake ever so slightly, but in regular use, you probably won't notice it too much. Buttons, nice and tactile. So the other difference, now that I've touched the buttons, are the aluminum. The Enzo Aramid uses more aluminum, like for the buttons, and for this camera cutout. I don't know if this branding is aluminum, but it gives the aluminum vibe to it. So it does have that. On the Benks Armor Pro, I think the camera cutout is the only thing that's aluminum. And then you got your strong military grade TPU around the frame of the device. Lastly, one of the biggest differences, and probably going to be your deciding factor if this is an important feature to you. See this circle on the Enzo Aramid? Not what you think. It's just branding that says Aramid Case for Galaxy, Spigen, Inc., Irvine, California. So it's just kind of a almost like a branding slash logo type thing on this velvet material. This, let me show you. See that? Apple fans, MagSafe fans, you know exactly what that shape means. This case does have MagSafe, guys. Another quick thing to note, the inside of the Benks Armor Pro is going to feel kind of like, I don't know if you've ever had the carbon fiber later case or even the Benks Armor Air or the Pataka Mag Easy. That's what this is going to feel like. It's going to feel like how those thin carbon fiber cases feel. That's what the inside feels like. It's not going to have this felt velvety material on the inside, which is not a big deal, but just something to note in case you're a little apprehensive about scratching on the back of your device, but you should be fine. So again, let's pop this case back on. Grab my Mag Easy battery here. Looks like it has some juice. Went ahead and attached it here. So these magnets are not going to be as strong just because, since it's the Mag Easy, I think they have a different magnet pattern. Let me grab my MagSafe Spigen wallet to see if that works better. Alright guys, so I grabbed my Spigen MagSafe wallet. You see you got the circle right there. So let's see if that attaches better, since it should line up better with the shape of the magnets on here. So there you go. These are pretty strong magnets. You do have to give it a little force for it to come off. I don't know if I can. I'm holding it by only the wallet, so it is a strong magnet. So there you go. That's probably going to be your deciding factor between these two cases. Although again, you do have a little bit of rattling with this camera cutout here, this little aluminum insert for the camera cutout, but I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to notice all that often just in regular use. It's really just if you were kind of shaking your phone. But through regular use, you should be perfectly fine. So yeah, that was my quick little comparison. I will let you know over time how the Benks Armor Pro holds up, if it's just as protective. It should be. But yeah, only time will tell, right? So if I had to recommend one over the other right now, I just got this one in today, the Benks Armor Pro, but based on the overall feel and just that added MagSafe feature, I would say probably go for this one. I think on Amazon, they're relatively the same price. This one might be a little more expensive, but again, you do get MagSafe with this one, so it's up to you to decide if it's worth the difference. So yeah, two amazing cases, two amazing companies. I recommend both. Check them out for yourself, decide which one you want. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison, and I will keep you guys posted on how these cases hold up over time. Thanks again. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and tune in for more content coming soon. Thanks, guys.